Hello Cancer, how are you doing? Welcome into your reading for the last week of October, which is the 24th, from the 24th right up until I think the 31st, somewhere around about there. But we are going to be looking into advice coming in at this time from your spirit guides, what is going on around you and how they can possibly help you moving forward. We will also see new things coming in for you and what that is. At the end of the reading, remember, I have got a bonus reading at the end of every one of my readings that sometimes can relate to the reading, but it can be complete different information. Today's bonus is going to be calling in one of your passed on loved ones. I have been doing this a little bit on and off during the month because of Halloween coming in on the end of the month, which is Samhain, the thinning of the veil. I will be able to kind of like describe possibly who this person is to you, depending on what information comes through. And then they're going to want to give you some advice and show you what they are seeing coming in next in your world, or even maybe advise you as to what you need to be doing, okay, at this time. And let's get into it. I am going to, first of all, call in those beautiful energies that we just spoke about. I'm calling in your spirit guides. I'm calling in my own spirit guides as well to guide the reading. And I'm calling in with honor, by the way. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like honoring this person, whoever they were. So it's somebody, okay, a past on loved one of you. This person, they're coming in immediately. This is a leader of some kind in your family, or a person that achieved something quite amazing. They're a very strong person. They demand to be noticed. So they're coming in right in the beginning. Thank you so much. I'm greatly honored. I am also cleaning and cleansing these spiritual cards. Yes, they are. These cards of any previous readings that I have done, and I'm cleansing the area around so that high vibrations can enter into this reading and positive messages can be shared. So let's get into this and see what is going on in your world, my beautiful Cancers out there. Let's have a look and see. Let's see what's going on with you. Remember, this is a general reading. Okay, we always got to say this. If it resonates with you, you're going to know. If it doesn't resonate, check your rising. Don't forget you're not only your sun sign, okay? Check your rising sign, check your moon sign, and then check your Venus sign with regards to love, okay? Personal readings, if you do wish to have one with me. I do. Like today, I've got 3 personal readings that I'm doing. So I do personal readings every single day. And I get them out usually within 24 to 48 hours. I'm really quick with them. If you want to have one with me, plus or a video call as well, you can contact me. My emails are below in the description box. Otherwise, let's see what's going on in your world. All right, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. I haven't had a reading like this in a very long time. This is something else. Okay. I just have to do something. I'm going to ask a specific question. I need to know something. Spirit guide, before I get into this reading, I need to know now what is going on, because this reading is quite specific. Okay. So I need to understand, is this an existing situation, or is this what is coming in? That's why. You see, I need to understand, is this an existing situation, or is this what is coming in? It's an existing situation. Okay. Got an Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's an existing situation. This reading is for those of you guys out there who are married. It's going to be a very specific reading. You are either married or you were married, and you might be hoping if there's a reconciliation coming in, or if there's a problem in a marriage. If there is no marriage, it's almost like the relationship is going to marriage. You understand? So there's a bit of information here that's coming through. There could be a bit of a problem with regards to marriage right now. Okay, so right now we've got the card coming through here that's called Everything's Okay. All right. Even if you are heading towards marriage here, or you're engaged, or the person that you're with, you and this person are discussing marriage. Okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. All right. It is all working out in a beautiful way. This is going to be stable marriage. Okay, I can tell you that right now. There's some changes coming in your world though. I will let you know. Everything is going to be okay. You got to trust the unfolding with this card. You got to trust that even though events right now may not look like the way you want them to look, everything is basically happening in your world with regards to this person the way it is meant to be. It is going to get to a place of this is going to marriage, or is marriage. marriage, literally. Okay, so let's see what it says here. Oh, the fairies join you in celebrating wedding bliss. So whatever this is, even if you're with a person right now, this is leading to marriage. Even if you are facing some difficulties, it's still leading to marriage. You need to understand something. Anything that's like marriage or marriage, long-term relationship, there's always going to be difficulties. There is no such thing as a fairy tale happily ever after. That is an illusion that has been fed to you from the day you were born. It is happily ever work through the difficulties from here onwards, okay, and make it work, because that's what it takes to get a marriage to work. A long-term relationship, to get to a place where you settle down with this person, requires commitment, focus, compromise to get it here. And the glue that holds it all together is love. Okay, there's an interesting journey that is going to take place here, because you got a card that talks about travel. So let's have a look in here. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. There's a lot coming through here with regards to this energy. There is a possibility that there's many things coming through with this card. I'm going to tell you all of them. First of all, let's go back to this energy. If this person is at a distance from you, I do feel like you're going to be able to bridge the gap between the two of you. You'll be able to even travel towards them, or they travel towards you, and you'll be able to get this to go to a long-term relationship. So this could be a long-distance relationship as well. There's a possibility of that. You could be in love with somebody you've never met. Imagine the romance of all that. Hey, you're very brave though. I don't know. And then with regards to if you are with a person here, you are already married, I think there is a possibility that you and your marriage partner, if you are already married, may relocate in some kind of way. Or may even possibly, maybe you need to go on holiday with this person. Sometimes, especially when you are married a long time with a person, you need to take breaks with them. You need to go back to the energy where there is no responsibility right now. You are not paying the bills right now. You are not dealing with children right now. You're not dealing with the landlord and the utility bills and all those kinds of things, okay? You are literally in a space where you can go on holiday, sit on the beach with this person and be yourselves, without all of that hanging over your shoulders. That can reunite a spark between the two of you. There's also a possibility outside of this as well, that you may be taking a trip or relocating or traveling in some kind of way. Whatever this is, it becomes very beneficial to you. If you are traveling for work, I feel like an outcome for this will be very positive. Okay, that is good. Why I had to dig out another card, I needed to find out if this is already an existing current relationship. And the King of Pentacles shows that there's already grounding earth with regards to what I'm doing in looking at in the reading. The King of Pentacles is talking about something that is already existing, and it is already got some kind of stability. So there has been something that's been happening between you and this person that actually says, we are a couple, we are dating, we are in a relationship. When this person says, so are you married? They go, no, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, kind of thing. So you're definitely in a connection with somebody already. I don't feel like this is a single person coming in here and I'm telling you, you're going to find someone and get married. There's already somebody you're dealing with here. There's already an earth energy associated with what I'm reading about that shows that it is already in existence. Earth is this. So earth is the plants that we see, all the things around us, which shows that it's not air, it's not fire, it's already instability energy. It's already existing. Okay, so let's get in here and have a look and see. Let's get into the real part of the reading now. Your cards are falling out all over the place. We are taking what we are being shown and we're going to see what other messages come through for you at this time. Let's have a look and see. And remember, if the channel resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that when I do release videos, you know when the videos come out. Hit the thumbs up button if you don't mind. That will really help my channel grow as well. It helps when you hit thumbs up. I always do that because I'm a YouTuber. So whenever I watch anyone's video, even if it's like something not really in my own path, but I really go, this is a really good video, I always hit the thumbs up button because I know I'm putting out good energy for someone else. So here we go. We got Temperance coming in here with Sagittarius's energy. With regards to this connection, don't overreact with regards to anything here. I do feel like your connection is leading to either the marriage is going to be okay, or where you are going is marriage, okay? I feel that take it slow with this person. Be very careful. Because like I said, I feel like you got something good here, to be honest with you. And I feel sometimes when we're not careful, we can ruin a good thing by overreacting, by doing things that, freaking out about things, or not compromising, or taking things too personally, or not putting the effort when you're meant to put the effort, because it's really, really hard work to be in a marriage. It's not even a joke. I'm not married, so I was married, so I know what I'm talking about. The thing is here, it's like somebody's putting a foot into the water. So it's always be careful before you do something. The angel, not somebody, angel, sorry. They're putting a foot into the water, which means that they're careful. When they do something, they don't just dive into the water and be like, woohoo, without knowing how cold the water is, without knowing how deep the water is. So they're being very cautious here. They're also trying to find balance. And I think you and your person need to find balance between the two of each other. It's interesting because in the card, you see the angel's got these two cups that he's pouring water, or it's actually not water that he's pouring. One cup holds water and the other one holds oil. So you know that oil and water do not mix, okay? That can mean that you and the person that you are with are very, very different from each other. But that's an angel. And angels are not like us, okay? Angels have abilities and powers that we do not have. And this angel is capable of taking oil and water and mixing it together and make it work. And I feel like you can do the same with this person. Okay, that is very, very nice. Let's see what else comes up here. You guys do have a start. Let's go back to this traveling energy. I also feel like this could be associated with some kind of travel that could be coming up for you. I do, because I feel like he's standing here kind of like looking out. He's almost looking like he's dressed for travel. In the olden days, they used to wear like specific clothing. They're traveling clothing, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's a possibility here of money coming in your way, or a job offer coming in, or a new start being offered to you. And you may travel for this. You may even earn a bit of money for what you're doing, or extra bonuses or something for this kind of energy. I do also feel like this is associated with this marriage energy. There is very nicely to be seen here, pentacles here, which means that there is stability up ahead still for you guys, even though that shows up here again with the pentacle. It's talking about the stability and the changes that are still coming in that will keep you guys still connected to each other in some kind of way. This is very good, okay? There is a nice change coming in here. Let's see what else will come up for you. You got the King of Cups. Very nice energy. Wow. You could both be represented by these kings here. One person could be more emotional. I wonder who that could be. Cancer, the water sign. And another person could be an earth sign. I mean, they could be Taurus, they could be Virgo, they could be Capricorn, And we've got Sagittarius here. That's a fire sign though. With all of this coming in, I kind of feel like there's a lot of love between you and this person. Without a doubt, there is love. I cannot deny that. But there's also stability as well. Don't let your emotions, Cancer, okay, don't look at me like that. Don't go, oh, what do you mean, my emotions? My daughter's Cancer. I know all about the emotion explosions, okay? Don't let your emotions get carried away with you, okay? Try to keep like a control of that energy. Remember, as we were looking at this angel here, kind of like being careful as they move forward so that they don't upset things, or they don't do something they shouldn't be doing. So really, there is love here. There is stability here. I really do feel, remember I was saying like, marriage can go through a whole bunch of stuff, but as long as there is that underlying energy of there is love, it will always be okay. And definitely, yes, there is love here for you with this person. This is very nice. So let's have a look and see what else is going on here. You are ending a very difficult time here. So I don't know if this is associated with this marriage. It could be. This is a card where it's almost like you're looking at losing of hope. Okay, because the Ten of Swords talks about a long kind of history where a lot of things have been going on. The cards that dropped, I actually looked. Did you see I was looking at them? And I'll show you what I saw. Let me just grab the right card here. Those cards fell, do you see? And then I actually looked. I was like, let me look. It's the Two of Cups. I do feel like I'm meant to take that out, okay? So my spirit guides always tell me, don't pretend you didn't see that, Deborah, okay? And I'm just like, okay. So The Ten of Swords coming in here, whatever difficulties have been going on here in the past year, because the Ten of Swords talks about a long cycle sometimes in your own life, where even unrelated to the situation here, where a lot of things have been going wrong. Each one of those swords can be an indication of a year in your life where a painful event has taken place, where people have betrayed you, where you feel like life in general has just weighed you down in some kind of way. And I really do feel as if this cycle, and especially if this is connected to the relationship here that you've been in with this person, there's been a lot of things that were happening, a lot of situations that unfolded that were painful. This is a 10. It means that the painful time or the painful cycle that you have been going through is currently now about to come to an end. That's why we got this page coming in here, the new cycle that will come in. And I do also feel, even in relationships, even in marriages, they do go through different stages and different cycles. Sometimes some of the cycles or stages are really difficult, but you go through them and you come out of them. That's what makes people stay in really long-term relationships where they are stable for a very long time. They don't allow that one negative cycle to end something. They move through that cycle and they keep on working on it, and they keep on having new beginnings over and over again in one relationship. That's bringing in long-term stability. The card that fell here was the Two of Cups. Without a doubt, this is somebody you're already connecting to. This is very, very good. The Two of Cups, both people, you do love each other. They love you, you love them. Okay, and you both have this healing that you want to have here. You want to have this healing take place in your world so that you can be with each other and move forward. The Two of Cups can sometimes mean soulmate energies, two people who are meant to be together, even things like twin flames, but it's a beautiful partnership energy. I do feel the two of you are really well matched, even though you're very different. And in the differences that you are, how interesting is this? I'm going to show you something. In the differences that you are having in your world, it's what makes your connection so good. Remember something, we are looking at two cards here. Let's go into these two cards. We've got the angel here. And I was telling you earlier that this angel is helping you. It can be your spirit guide, it can be an angel, it can even be a passed on loved one, okay, that is helping you in this relationship. And it's two people that are so different here that he's mixing oil and water together. But he's got those powers to be able to create that mixture to go with each other and create a new kind of like energy or fluid that doesn't exist right now, mixing all these two. What will it become? It'll become like a vinaigrette kind of a thing if you mix these two things together. And it's good for your salad, I'm just saying. But with this energy, look at what now has taken place here. The two cups that were now out of balance here, that just couldn't seem to mix. This angel came in and is helping you guys. This can also be why it's saying something beautiful is about to unfold here. I do feel like there's a little bit of spiritual help coming in the background here for you with regards to this relationship. And I do feel like there is even a passed on loved one possibly coming in wanting to help you guys kind of be together. Because now that the cups are not even in this card, there's the angel wings. So the help has come from the angels, and you got that energy going down to two cups now that are even and no longer out of place. So you got the spiritual help coming in here with regards to this, okay? And you must know, if your spirit guides are sitting here going, we want this to be fixed, it means that your connection is really good. It means that it's meant to be fixed. You're meant to be with this person, okay? And you got the Seven of Swords. You have a cycle that is going to be ending here for you. The Seven of Swords is sometimes known as the sneaky energy. There's a lot coming through for this card. So I'm just going to tell you first of all with regards to this. I do feel like immediately when I put it down, Spirit Guide said there's a cycle that's going to end. That is this one. Okay, it's tied to what that is there. You may have, because of this energy or the person that you are with, even thought that they want to end the connection and walk away from it. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think you guys have got a new restart of this connection moving forward here. Because even as somebody says, I'm going to divorce you, I'm going to break up with you, or you saying that, they're still looking back at the two swords there. They're still looking back at the love that you guys have. They cannot forget. You see, this is somebody who cannot forget you, or you cannot forget them. But I do feel like it means that Two of Swords is a lot of thought, it's a lot of energy. That thought process going on here with the Two of Swords, that two swords that are standing in the background, that's a lot of air energy. So it talks about thinking, it talks about being on your mind, it talks about something that's constantly playing around in your thoughts. So I feel like even if a person can say to someone else here, I'm walking away from this, I'm going to break up with you, this is over, they cannot get you out of their system, or you cannot, both of you cannot get each other out of each other's system, because you will end up back together with this person. Okay, so that is a very positive energy. Let's call in your amazing and beautiful passed on loved one to come in here and guide this reading forward for my Cancers out there, and see what is going on in your world at this time. So let's get in here. Let's see who this is. I asked them to kind of like guide me with the images on the cards as well as the words with regards to who they are. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what information comes through. Okay, this is a lot of information just flooded in like this. This is the person I felt earlier on that was like the leader. It is a female energy. She broke stereotypes in her time. She was very stubborn, okay? She was a very outspoken person. People could have thought of her as being a bit bossy and a bit outspoken for her time. She is a little bit of an older ancestor to you. Possibly, if you know who I'm talking about here, there's a possibility that she was of mixed descent in some kind of way. So she had like maybe two different cultures in her. Very empowered person, very strong. She reminds me of somebody that I actually know. And very strong person, very ambitious person, very outspoken, very vocal. She might have even had a passion maybe towards like certain, like standing up for certain belief systems, or fighting for certain rights of things. She could have been one of those rebel people that kind of like said, you know, no to war, or standing up for the environment, you know, that kind of like proactive energy, very passionate about it. For some of you guys, she, like I said, one of her parents did not come from the land that she was living on, so she could have been from mixed descent. And very powerful person, very strong person. Her energy, I actually like her a lot. I like her a lot. This is Air Guardian. Nice coming up. We were just talking about air. She wants you to come in here right now. She wants you to see things from a very different perspective, because she's asking you to shift your perception. So shifting your perception here with this card, it can mean so many different things. It depends what we're going to pull out here. She's going to kind of like show you maybe a direction that you need to be taking. It can even be with regards to this relationship here, where you might be going, oh no, this marriage is over. Because you can see there's the marriage card. Here's a 10 of swords. And this is air energy, which is swords energy. So you're literally looking at a marriage here. You're going, it's over. The pain is too much. I'm going to have to let this go. And she's going, think again. Because you're going to have to change your perception. Yeah, this is not yet over. This is not done. You're going to have a new, renewed energy. You know, when I see your hair blowing through the wind like that, it reminds me of a technique that we use, being who I am. If you want this to help you, I'll tell you what it is. I always like to give little tips and tricks of the vast amount of knowledge that I have about stuff. If you're overthinking a situation, and you're really in the situation, you're in the 10 of swords, you're worrying yourself about something, all that worrying that you're doing about a situation or anything in your life in any way, it's not going to help the situation. It doesn't do anything. In fact, it can make it worse. So what we sometimes do, being who I am, we utilize everything around us. As you can see, everything around us. So we would then go outside on a very windy day. And sometimes we try to find the highest spot that we can find. In my town, there's nothing like that because everything's just kind of flat. But anyway, or my small city, with regards to doing this, we then kind of go stand somewhere outside when it's a windy day. And we will actually ask the spirit of wind or the spirit of air, okay? The air guardian, okay, interestingly enough, coming in here to help remove all the thoughts that are going on in our mind that are not helping us, to help remove the overthinking, to help remove the feeling that we just, especially when something is looping in your brain, because your brain is just functioning, okay? It's not actually It can get stuck on something. Your brain is an organ in your body. It does what it does. It thinks. All right. It's sometimes not you that's doing these things. You just not in control at that time, and it's taking over the show. It's driving the vehicle instead of you driving the vehicle. And that's how you get control of it. You can use air to help you. You can go outside, stand in the wind over there, and you say, Spirit of air, or air guardian, or whatever, air, wind, take these thoughts out of my mind. Take the thoughts of overthinking, take the worry, take the anxiety that I'm having. It really works with anxiety as well. Take the depression that I'm feeling about things that have occurred long ago out of me. Let the wind remove it from me, especially when the storm is about to come. Utilize that energy, guys, and let that wind just throw your hair around and blow your clothing and let it take it away. Okay, do this stuff. Work with nature. Become at one with the planet around you, my darlings. It will aid you. So let's get in here and see what perception you are going to be having a change in and looking at here. Sensitivity, no Cancer, really. And builder. All right, you're going to be building on something here. I don't think the building is literally mean. There's a possibility you might be building something, but we'll go in there. Sensitivity for Cancer. Okay, you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So you've got to pay attention to what it is you really want here. You might even in some kind of way. It's interesting that I shared with you this technique on releasing negative energy in your mind. And around her head here, she has this really got like these little like bouquets of flowers and pearls and all these things kind of hanging around her head. And that energy of what goes on in your mind. You might in some kind of way even be spiritual person, or even have some kind of ability in some kind of way that you could be picking up on different kind of energies. Because of this, you need to really listen to that, but do not let the mind be what controls you here, because the mind needs to be put under control. The mind is the thoughts in your head, and a lot of the time the thoughts that are going on your head is not even you. It can be the mind just operating on a loop program. Think of the mind like a computer, and you are the programmer. So sometimes we might be worrying about something consistently over and over again, and then the brain, the computer, goes, oh, I've been programmed to do this, and it'll just carry on doing it, and you just feel out of control of your thoughts. That is when you need to get control of that mind. I do kind of feel like this is what we're looking at here. You're becoming more sensitive. So you might even be noticing how your mind runs away with you, how certain feelings that you may be getting could be warnings about things, how you're feeling about certain events at this time right now, because of the pain that you're feeling with regards to the relationship, with regards to the fear that you're even carrying that something could be over or not be getting to the place of marriage. You can let that energy run away with you, and it can take you down into a dark place you don't want to be in, where you give up hope. But if you actually quieten that mind, and you can be able to say, okay, let me get a grip on this, okay, you will then really feel the truth of everything that's going on, and not just the energy of what the mind is feeding you. You're going to feel the truth of your heart, and that's when you're going to actually realize that we're going to be able to maybe work on this and move forward. And I think with regards to anything else in your life here, you're going to learn the same thing. You're going to learn to trust. Sometimes not always what the brain is telling you. Remember that brain is just a computer. It speaks to you. Sometimes you are not the voices in your mind. Sometimes they're spirit guides. I'm just saying. It depends where they're coming from. Usually you are the more silent energy. You're the observer of the thoughts that go on in your mind. So who's observing the thoughts? If I hear my brain say, because your brain will say weird things to you. You'll wake up in the morning and say, and you'll maybe oversleep a little bit, and your brain will pop in there and say, oh my goodness, you're so lazy. You're a loser. And you're just like, oh, I'm a loser, I'm lazy. You know what I mean? And who heard that? Who was the being that heard that being said? That's not the brain. That's you. You see, and you can reprogram those kind of things. You can literally answer your brain back and go, no brain, stop feeding me nonsense, okay? I am none of those things. Thank you. You have just separated yourself from a conscious running program, and you have taken over control of your vehicle, and you are now driving. I nearly choked. Okay, so maybe my brain's going, don't share this information, Deborah. No, don't let everybody know. Okay. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So possibly your spirit guide coming in here could, or your spirit guide, your passed on loved one that has come in here, is letting you know there's something you're going to be working on moving into the future. It might even have to do with this travel energy. You might decide to work and build on a business that you want to start. You might decide to even work on yourself and build up your own energy here, build up your body. I don't know what you want to do. You might even get a chance to do something on your house. If you have your own home, it's almost like renovations of some kind or building of some kind. Whatever this is, building for me would be creation of some kind. So there is something coming in here where you are going to be working on something and building it. It can be even related to this relationship or many things. It can even be you're going to be building this marriage with this person, because that's what it takes to get something successful. But there we go. Thank you so much, my beautiful and amazing Cancers. As always, I love doing readings for you. If remember, if you do want to catch more, subscribe, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming in. I'm sending my love to you, Cancer. Bye.